I found my dad's old diary, and it changed how I see him forever. I was just cleaning out the attic when I found it, a small worn-out leather book tucked inside an old shoebox. My dad's handwriting was scrawled across the cover, 1994. Private. I hesitated for a moment. I knew I shouldn't read it, but curiosity has always been my downfall, so I sat cross-legged on the dusty floor and flipped it open. At first it was simple stuff. Stories about college, his first car, his favorite songs, but a few pages and the tone changed. He wrote about feeling lost, about not knowing who he was supposed to become. He wrote about failing an exam and crying in the library when no one was around. My dad, the man I'd always seen as unshakable, had been terrified of the future just like me. Then I hit a page dated 2 months before I was born. The entry started with, "I don't think I'm ready to be a father." My breath caught. He admitted he was scared he'd ruin my life, that he'd never be good enough. He promised to try anyway, to give me a better childhood than he had. I had never known that part of him. By the time I closed the diary, tears were dripping onto the yellowed pages. My dad had always been this steady, quiet man who never talked much about his past. I used to think he just had it all figured out, but now I realized he'd built himself piece by piece, through fear, failure, and stubborn determination. That night I handed the diary back to him. He looked surprised and a little embarrassed. "So, you read it?" he asked. I nodded. "Thank you," I said simply. He didn't ask for what, but he smiled and pulled me into a hug. I used to see my dad as a superhero. Now I see him as something even more powerful, a human who chose to keep showing up even when he was scared, and that made me love him more than ever.